Hi, welcome everybody. Again, I am working from home today, so you may hear a little bit of noise in the background. That's the kids, but I think given everything that's going on, you all will understand that. I am Ian Montel, product manager over at NASM. As always, on our monthly NPE broadcast, just super excited to have everybody. And as Sean mentioned right at the top, it looks like we've got 600, and we're at now at 666 people who are currently in the webinar. So by far our most attended, and we are super excited in these extraordinary times to help you all figure out how you can move forward and not become stagnant with your business. Despite everything that we have going on, what you can do to help your clients out, continuing to drive your business forward and stay successful despite everything that's going on. So Sean will be able to, over NPE, will be able to deliver a lot of that information for you guys. I'm just happy to be here helping you out. Happy you're all online and staying passionate within the industry, and looking forward to pushing everything forward. With that said, Sean, I'm going to hand it over to you out in Australia to get us started and discussing what we can do to continue pushing the industry forward.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Ian. Again, very excited to be here with you guys, and we're going to get right to it. We're here to talk about really how to make money training clients online, and whether you're an existing trainer or facility owner and are looking to make that transition to virtual now because the times require that, or you're new and just getting started, what you can do to just add some simple, revenue and get started getting your first 3 to 5 clients training online, even during the crazy times that we're in right now. And frankly, it's creating more opportunity in this area for everybody that's taking advantage of it. So that being said, we're going to get right into it. Here we go. All right, and we do have an online Facebook community. If you're not a member, I encourage you to join. Our team is posting and answering questions in there on these topics that are coming up daily. And you can just go into Facebook, search NP Community, enter a few questions. I'll ask you that to join. Just say you're on the webinar with me today, and the team will let you in the next 24 hours, and you can be part of the group and engage the conversation online in the after party. So our goals today are really talk about how to find and serve new clients and keep existing ones. So if you already have some clients, how do we transition them to an online environment? What does that look like? How to add another revenue stream capable of generating income for your business. And just really, we call it, a lot of businesses are calling this their virtual location. And the virtual location is growing fast. And in some cases with multi-location facilities and studios, and even single studios, the virtual location is now producing as much revenue as the brick and mortar location did at one time. And ultimately just how to continue to progress in your career. I mean, the things we're going to talk about make you a better coach. When you learn how to be a better coach in different environments, you're a better coach in every environment. And I think the commitment to mastering the craft, developing your skill sets to more powerfully lead and help people solve their problems and achieve their goals. I mean, that's what gets us all up out of bed every morning to do the work we do, to become better at the work we do, deliver more value to the market. We become more valuable then as a result, and our business is going to thrive and prosper. So we're going to get right into that. And if you're feeling the pain, you're not alone. There's a lot of personal trainers and studios that have been forced to cease normal training operations due to government mandatory closure of facilities. That's not everywhere, but it's in a lot of places right now, and more are going to be coming in the weeks ahead. There's a lot of fear and uncertainty with just how to navigate these challenges and the negative impact that they can have on your career. We're going to unpack a little bit. And it's just, there's a lot of negativity in the media and the news. If you turn on, the news, you see people fighting over toilet paper. It's Armageddon if you watch the news, and it's easy to just get caught up in that negativity as opposed to looking for opportunities to step up and serve the people in front of you today, which is what really matters. And what ultimately is going to move your business forward, your life forward, and allow you to make a difference in the world. So we're going to unpack that and talk further about that. For those that are just to their first webinar with me and with Ian and learning about NP for the first time, NP, my company, has been around since 2006. We've been helping fitness entrepreneurs at all levels increase profit, revenue, and happiness with their business. We've been listed 8 times on the Inc. 500, 5,000 list of fastest growing companies. We're a global team with offices in Los Angeles, London, Sydney. I'm down here in Australia right now, as I shared. We've been doing this a long time. So things I'm going to share with you are tested and proven, and we've got a very large network. So we're iterating very, very quickly now with all the data that's coming in as we're supporting our clients and businesses around the world that we work with in making these evolutions and making them better quickly every single day. So excited to share that with you. And regardless of your passion, if you like doing strength training or CrossFit or working with moms or seniors or kids or athletes, whatever niche, whatever protocols and fitness systems you like to use and is your kind of vibe, if you will, the things we're going to talk about from a business perspective apply across the board. And that's whether you're in Orlando, Florida, Seattle, Washington, or you name it. These business systems are going to apply to you and help you be successful. So one thing we always introduce is we have what's called the 6 stages of fitness business growth. This is a framework we put together really from all the data points we've spent the last 14 years now with over 45,000 fitness businesses around the world. And I would love to take a quick poll. If you guys would just let me know in the chat. I'm going to read out a few points. Let me know what your stage of business is. So if you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pop it in here and I'll explain what this is. So if you're new to the industry, if you've just been certified, you're just getting started part-time, let me know with a 1. If you've been around for a little while and you're full-time, this is your career. This is really how you earn a living. And this is your gig. This is what you do. You're a 2. If you're a 3, if you are really now looking at building the business to grow beyond yourself, maybe you're starting to hire another coach, you're starting to open your own facility, you're a 3. If you already have a facility and you're really about building the team and for your studio to grow, you're a 4. And if you have that and you're now looking to really develop leaders and add locations, you're a 5. So let me know if you're a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And if you're 6, if you have if you happen to be a really big business with lots of locations, then let us know that too. If you're 6, most of this audience, generally we have a lot of 1s and 2s and 3s. And so I'm just curious where you guys are at, and I will take a quick look through this. I wonder if let me just see real quick. Oh, you know what? Yep. Actually, no, that's not what I want. Okay. So, yeah, let me know there. And let's just think. The team did set up a little poll for me, but it didn't have a couple things I need. So we're going to go with the chat, the quick and dirty poll here. So I'm going to take a quick look through here. Just again, give us a quick update. Looks like we got a lot of 1s and 2s. We got a few 3s and 4s and 5s. And that's really helpful. So the things I'm going to talk about are going to be most relevant to today. The content I've got kind of pre-built is more to the 1s and 2s, but I will tailor the conversation for those that are 3, 4, 5, how this applies, and definitely encourage you to reach out. And if you're a bigger business and connect with our team, we're helping a lot of bigger businesses make this evolution quickly. And happy to share some of the information with you and how we can support you in doing so as well, and just answer some of the questions and learnings that we've had. So, okay, that's super helpful. Thanks everybody for submitting that. All right, so the training I'm going to talk about, this is absolutely proven, real stuff I'm sharing with you based off of thousands of conversations we have every week with our clients around the globe. And what I want to share with you is when we think about growing your business, a lot of people just think it's all about client acquisition. And we just want to focus on getting leads and getting clients. And that's critical. And we're going to talk about that, especially if you're 1 or 2. We need to grow your client base so you can get experience. But ultimately, creating success and having building a success platform for you for the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months is what's most important. Now it's a short-term time we're in terms of people being isolated in a lockdown. That's not going to go on forever. It might go on for a little longer. We don't know. But ultimately, when we talk about building your business, we want to take advantage of some quick wins we can to transition your client base if you have it, and to take advantage of getting some clients and to build some revenue. But at the same time, when we're thinking about business, we want to work on building a business that's going to be here for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and going to be able to survive in any economic climate, in any evolutions that happen with things going on, whether we're all going to stay indoors for the next 5 years or we can go outdoors. We want to make your business just really strong and be able to thrive in every scenario. And we're going to talk about what that means to strengthen your model. But the 3 main things that are critical to that are going to be to create a platform for your success with the right business strategy. We're going to talk about the strategy in relation to strengthening the model specifically, and some other components of that today. Number 2, clarifying how you're going to deliver value to the market and unique and powerful value to the market. And that's really means, how are we going to deliver a great experience so people want to work with us? And when they do work with us, they just love it. And they love working with us, virtually as much, if not more, as they love working with us when we're face to face. What do we need to do to create that experience? Because ultimately, giving people great experiences and them loving it is what's going to keep them coming back. And if you do it right, it's what is going to allow your business to organically grow by referral, which is what we're seeing. A lot of the businesses that are making quick leaps right now, doing a great job, their referrals are coming in more than they ever have right now, because they're doing a great job in this environment, and people really, really appreciate it. And then 3, learn how to inspire prospective clients to commit to their goals. There's a lot of people that try fitness, but the drop-off rate, the churn, it is so big, that's where people really need our help. How do we help really people not just try fitness, but commit to fitness and commit to make those changes and lead that process for us? When we can lead that process, you're going to inspire clients, you're going to have prospective clients, you're going to have long-term committed clients. That's what's really going to grow your business from a new customer acquisition standpoint. So we want to talk about the things that are going to help that really be successful and get going. Okay, and the methodology we share for this, I'm going to talk about, is called the NP Business Growth Framework. And there really are 3 main keys of business strategy, value creation. We're going to talk about today value creation in a virtual environment, what that looks like, and then client acquisition systems. We put those 3 together, you're off to the races. And really what we're doing is helping you find better answers to these questions. So number 1, what does success look like for you and how will you get there? What are your goals? What do you want to do? Who do you want to work with? Where do you want to live and work? The great thing about virtual training is it allows you to open up borders. And if you want to relocate, move to another place, you don't have to worry about losing your business. This allows you to be flexible and really create great freedom for you as a coach and fitness professional. Number 2, how do you serve the market in a unique and powerful way? And this is really about delivering incredible experiences and helping the clients we want to work with find a path to solve a problem or achieve their goals, and really be unique and special in the way we deliver that value and help them experience that value. And I'll talk more about that and some specifics of that later today. And then lastly, when we have that in a good place, and those 2 keys are first and foremost, then where do you find and how do you guys sign up new prospective clients? And the great thing about this right now is if you're just doing 1 and 2, 3 is like gonna land in your lap. So you got to learn the sign them up piece. But as far as where to find them, there's fish jumping out of the water right now. Literally, people looking for a place to engage because being isolated at home, they're losing their minds and they're looking for a place to engage to help their mental health, their physical health, and all the reasons that we talk about. So we're going to help you find more clarity in each of these areas. I hope you're going to leave the conversation today with some more focus in each of one of these areas. And as you have more focus, you're going to have more power to do all the good things you want to do in growing your business and improving your life. So that being said, the learning objectives we're going to talk about specifically today are, number 1, how to get your head right to capitalize on the tremendous growth opportunities in front of you. And I really want you to understand there are tremendous growth opportunities. While we're seeing really a changing of the way we do business in fitness, I think forever right now, this is going to forever change the landscape of the fitness industry, because so many closures of brick and mortar gyms and facilities are forcing those who want to keep going and who want to innovate and evolve to find a new way to connect and engage the customer. And so there's tremendous opportunity right now, and this will forever give you new superpowers, really, to be an effective coach and personal trainer, changing the lives of the clients you want to serve. So we're going to talk about that, number 1. Number 2, we're going to cover the systems and tools that you needed to actually coach clients online. What do I actually do to deliver a virtual session experience, and what does that look like, and how do I set up the structure so that I can deliver great sessions and feel good about that? What are the feedback loops I need to continue to make that better all the time? Then number 3, how to learn how to sign up your first 3 to 5 clients, generating at least 1 to 2K a month. And when you apply these pieces, even go further with this as we unpack this. So number 1, let's talk about how to get your head right. And I think that's really important. There's a lot of people fear and, scared and concerned, and, with good reason, because there's a lot of changes going on in the market. But I want you to shift that fear to look at the opportunity, and to get excited and motivated, inspired to take action on the opportunity. And I can tell you, this is why it's critical to surround yourself with people who are like-minded and excited and motivated and committed to go engage in a new way. It's really, really important. You can be upset about things are different today than were last week. You can have a good cry, one night, but then you got to, get up, go to work, get excited, and get out there helping and serving people, because people need your help. Now more than ever, fitness clients are, that are used to train, can't go to the gym and train. People who haven't trained or trained in the past, they're at home, they're isolated. And people that would never have thought about remote coaching or virtual training are engaging. And I'll just share a personal story. So my mom, I grew up in Massachusetts. My family still lives in Massachusetts. My mom is in her late 60s. And because we've been down in Australia for a little bit, here we haven't connected in the last week or two. And we did a call with my mom yesterday. So it was our morning in Australia and the evening in the East Coast. And we have a 10-month-old, now 11-month-old son at my house. And so my son was seeing grandma, and in the middle of the call, my mom said, "Hey, this is great. I'm glad you guys are doing well down there. I got to go because my virtual training session starts tonight." I'm like, "What?" My mom has trained with a trainer for the last couple of years, and she's great about her fitness. And then her trainer sold her gym, and she started a Pilates yoga group. And they launched online training last week. And my mom is like super engaged. And this is a woman who, like, my mom still has like the iPhone 3, and is not the most tech savvy, and is just super pumped and engaged to go do remote coaching with her group, because she's, stuck at home and wants to connect with people. And this is, bringing people into the market in a new way and inspired to engage in this medium that just never would have done so. Like if you had said to my mom a month ago or any years ago, would you like to train with someone online? She would say, "What is that?" And that's just one example. There's a lot of these examples of how people are engaging in new ways. And I want you to, again, recognize there's tremendous opportunity right now. So it's crazy out there. Look, if you turn on the radio or TV, the news is nuts. There's government mandates everywhere that a lot of gyms and facilities must shut down for 2 weeks or longer. In many states, it will go longer than that. And there's a lot of messages from community members too about social responsibility, and you shouldn't be open even if you're allowed to be open, and just a lot of shaming around that too. And the reality is, it's easy to just get caught up in the negativity. And it's very important. While it's good for you to check in with the news at least once a day and see what's happening in the world, I encourage you to turn it off and stay focused on your world in front of you right now and who you can serve, and do the right thing in front of you today to move your life and your business forward, because that's what matters first and foremost. Don't get stuck in the 24/7 news cycles about people fighting over toilet paper. That's not going to advance your career or your life in any meaningful way. But what this is doing is causing a real wake-up call for the industry and for every personal trainer in the world. Because if your business model relies 100% on you seeing clients face-to-face, then you're just at tremendous risk to have, a loss of business, loss of income. Anytime the gym closes or facility closes, if a client relocates out of town, if you relocate out of town, just anytime you can't physically be present with a client, you would lose all your income. And that's a incredible flaw in the traditional training, coaching, face-to-face business model. And we need to solve that. People kind of, online training was a nice idea, but I think a lot of people just could never see themselves doing it or understand it. And now, you really can't think about not having that be part of your business today and forever forward from today onward. And I want you to think about this with a growth mindset. That challenges in every market, every opportunity breed innovation if we're willing to evolve and adapt. There are opportunities everywhere. If you look at the last, dot-com crash, the global financial crisis of the real estate market in 2008, so many startup companies came out of there. Uber, Airbnb, all kinds of companies start in these times of change and all of a sudden become huge market leaders and behemoths. And that is relevant to you even as a small business owner, because within every challenge, there's opportunity. And by offering remote coaching services, you remove all the tremendous barriers and limitations on the traditional personal training business model. And you don't just do it now, you do it forever. You have now a new superpower and a new way to serve and a new way to make money that is forever, more diverse and unlimited than the other way we used to do it, weeks ago. Why remote coaching, and why is it so interesting for you to take advantage of? Well, it can be done anywhere. If you want to live at the beach, or if you want to travel, you can, and you can still keep your clients, and you can still work, and you can still make money. If a good client moves out of state for work, you can now retain them. So many businesses, they struggle with churn of clients and loss of revenue because clients move away, and we previously had no way to engage or serve them. Well, when you're working with them remotely, you never lose those clients. You just keep them served and keep things rolling with your operation. You think about, how much more it opens up doors. It's incredible. And if you get referred to prospective clients that live far away or can't come to the gym, no problem. You can keep signing them up. And we're even seeing, tremendous referrals from clients, people that are working with clients that, maybe a parents and grandparents now, and they have their daughter in 5 states away who's, sequestered as well. And they're inviting them to join their training sessions, and they're picking up extra clients from just simple, friends and family referrals who want to now train together. We know the fun of fitness, and we have training with our friends, training with our families now that makes fitness more engaging, and we build community around that. Well, imagine you can do that anytime now with friends and family in other states and far away. It brings tremendous more adherence and more fun and more engagement to getting value out of training, because now training is not just about doing your workouts, it's about a place to connect with your friends and family who are spread out across the world or across the country. So it's just a tremendous opportunity on this. And clients traveling for work or holidays, you can still coach them. If you have popular session times full, no more. You've increased your capacity of peak hours where we'd be packed up before and couldn't fit clients in to work with them. So when it's a big mindset shift though, for a lot of people, they struggle with how do I, is it worth it to be selling training online? Can I justify, selling online coaching when there's free YouTube workouts and Instagram workouts, and what's my value really worth? And what I want you to understand is people don't want sessions. We're never selling sessions. What we need to focus on is selling outcomes. And outcomes are what clients really want. It's not sessions. It's people want a path to solve a problem or achieve a goal when it comes to their health and fitness. And so the tools or methods that you use to get them there are almost irrelevant. So as long as you're leading people to achieve a goal, you're delivering value. That value is worth money, right? And fair exchange. And it's very different from watching Instagram videos or YouTube videos. And this is what I want to share with you, is really to help you reset, your mindset around where you provide value as a coach, and help your clients understand the value you provide as a coach. And this can vary given your avatar. So if you work with younger clients, older clients, more advanced athletes, or exercisers or newbies, the percentages will change and the components will change. And I think if you're in a group model, specifically, community becomes a bigger piece that we would add in here as another component. But think about all the things we do as coaches. Number one, assessing a client. What are their needs? What are their limitations? What are their injuries? What's going to be safe for them to do? What's not going to be safe for them to do? And where should they begin? Then program design, designing the right program prescription for where they're at and leading them to where they want to go. I mean, that's a tremendous piece of what we do. Teaching techniques, so watching their movement, coaching their movement, helping them have good form, help them have good activation of the right muscles and mobility where they need to be in doing correct technique. Having accountability and support to stay on track, even if they're advanced and disciplined themselves. Every person does better when they have someone who's going to challenge and support them to become the best version of themselves they can be. That's why Olympic athletes have coaches, right? And nutrition, we all know that if they're moving and they're not changing their nutrition habits, then they're not going to see the best outcome, improving their sleep, improving their health and recovery, and ultimately the results and outcome they want from their exercise. So these are all part of the components you provide. And whether we're working with people online or offline, all these things still apply. We're still assessing, we're still designing a program. And if you have more newbie clients, you're going to be doing probably less on program design. You're going to keep the program very simple, and it's going to be more highly weighted in the accountability and support area. If you're working with advanced exercisers, they're going to really value the program design, and accountability and support will be less of a component because they're going to be more disciplined to do things and have adherence on their own. And that's all okay. But I want you to understand the value providing coaching doesn't change whether it's online or offline. And this is very different from watching free videos on YouTube or Instagram. And that stuff was here, a week ago, a month ago, people could go watch free videos. yet they're still signed up with coaches. Why? Because a coach is someone who's going to lead, inspire them to actually get the outcome, right, that they want, and help guide them through the confusion and put these components together to lead success. So very, very important that you lead this. And check your mindset on this. If you think you need to charge less online, we're also seeing people think, oh, I got to give away stuff for free, and I should, I need to compete with Instagram and YouTube. Know that people want to lead you to success through effective assessment, program design, accountability, whether online or offline, and cookie cutter workouts can lead to injury and will not get people the results they want. So making sure we create space to do that. And yeah, Nick, we will get to you in just a second. We will cover the how. So thanks for your commentary. We will talk about that in just a moment. But I want everybody to understand, when we move to moving sessions online, you've got to get your head right about the value you provide, how to communicate that to your clients, to your prospective clients, and to really believe in your own value and self-worth in what you should charge and why you should charge the same rate for online versus offline. Don't drop your price. Don't think you got to give it away and you got to go free or cheap. And a lot of people have tough mindsets around this. And I share this because in all the work we're doing, these are some of the biggest areas where people get hung up on actually driving their business forward. And people who get this right are taking off to the races. And those who struggle are really in a tough spot. So that's why I spend so much time in this area, because it really matters. And I want to share with you just a couple examples and case studies of just even the past couple of weeks. This is one of our clients in Toronto. She works with moms with young kids, and you can hear about, she's just transitioned the last week in 10 days, 100% to online coaching from offline coaching. She built a recurring revenue model, and in 48 hours, Toronto closed, and she only lost one member. In fact, signed up 7 more. And then this is from just a couple days ago, and I actually talked to her yesterday. She will tell you that she took the approach leading her clients around not like giving them an option of like, well, let me know if you want to do it, or I'll be in touch in a couple of weeks when I figure things out. No, go right to, we have to keep doing this, and this is how we're going to do it. So very important that you lead your clients and prospective clients in that conversation. And don't give people the option to not engage their fitness. This is now more important than ever for them to engage their fitness for mental health, for physical health and well-being. And you'll see here, she's saying, I'm watching other gyms put memberships on hold to figure things out. People don't want to restart memberships. So plan on having services online the day before everything's closed, so you don't lose members. I'm up 20 members in a week because everyone else closed down. I'll tell you, I talked to her yesterday. She's up 30 members now, and a big corporate contract and new private training clients. So this is what's possible when you apply the things we're talking about here. Okay, here's another example. This is one of our clients in West Hollywood, California, just launched online training to his virtual private training and semi-private training clients within hours, having signups, engaging people, including people saying, hey, I'd like to pay for the month in full for April. They're passionate about supporting small business owners, supporting their facility they work with and the trainers they work with. Tremendous. This is one of our clients who, for those of you that have a stage 3, 4, 5 business that are transitioning from direct services to online services. This is one of our clients in DC. And during the transition the past week, she really struggled with this initially. She just initially just turned off all her billing and said, I'll be in touch. And we had a coaching call with her and we helped her get her mindset around, this is the time to increase the value delivered to clients, not to shy away from that. And I'll tell you, within just a few days, she pulled around. So if this is you, you can make some changes now and you can start getting this working with your client base tomorrow or today. So just quick story, had everyone last week, I had 4 clients paying $79 a week for virtual training sessions, including 6 classes a week. All my remaining semi-private clients on hold, all my 3 private clients up in the air about whether we're going to train or not. Since then, I've added 21 more clients to our program and increased our pricing to $109 per week, which is more than what some of them previously paid in the gym. I've also gotten firm commitments from all 3 privates. The response has been fantastic, and every conversation I've had with a client about raising the rates has been supportive, understood, and expected. We're currently offering 10 live Zoom classes per week, 1 yoga class, 1 hour, 4 bodyweight bootcamp classes, 30 minutes, and 5 semi-private style classes, 1 hour, with the added benefit of individualized programming for each client. As soon as they understood the increase in value with the programming and additional classes, no one batted an eye. We're getting referrals from our clients, and I'm launching a reactivation campaign to past clients to invite them to participate. Last week on the call, I felt like I was in survival mode. We are now at about 50% of last month's revenue, so our job is to find 30 or more clients to get it back up. And this is what you can do when you start making these tweaks quickly. And this is, in 4 days, she made these tweaks. She's up 50% now in revenue. And I'll tell you, give her another 4 days, she'll be at 100% of revenue and growing, which is what we're seeing is kind of there's initial dip if you didn't respond as quickly to this with your clients. And if you get the right systems in place and start pivoting, you can quickly come back up and then move to new heights, which is what we're seeing. People that are on the other side of this now are moving to, best months ever, which is just crazy. Other people going out of business, they're having best months ever. So this is all very relevant to you, whether you're a freelance trainer, whether you're just starting out, whether you're established facility owner. I want you to understand there is a demand in the market for what you're doing right now, and you can pivot and you can shift from the way you've thought about this previously to the way it is today, and the way you can engage and deliver value to the market and clients that need your help today. So really important. I want to ask you some growth questions to consider and spend some time thinking about these questions. What is your current mindset around the value delivered to clients? How are you thinking about this? Because hopefully I'm inspiring you to think a little bit differently about how you create value and the value that you deliver to charge your worth, to know your worth and charge your worth. Don't think you have to give away free. Don't think you have to stop working with clients just because things have changed in the way we have to engage. Number two, how can you increase the value you provide to clients in a virtual environment? Understand what your clients' needs are and how can we better support them to solve their problems, achieve their goals when we're virtual as opposed to face-to-face. And everybody can think of new ways to increase the value proposition. In Nancy's case, she added a yoga class each week. She added some other boot camp style conditioning classes separate from their strength training classes. So, what can you do to increase the value you provide and deliver even more to the people you serve? And number three, how would taking your business online support protecting and growing your business and income? And think about that. How do we really bulletproof, your business model so that regardless of what happens over the next few weeks or months, if we were in isolation for 6 months versus, 6 weeks, how can we strengthen and protect your business? And I want you to start moving in that direction quickly, because the speed at which you move matters to take advantage of the opportunity now. It's very, very important. All right, number two, people have been asking on the chat here, what's the how? So let's talk about the how. So what are the systems and tools you need to actually coach clients online? What does that look like logistically and operationally? So training online, too many people, coaches think they just can't deliver value online. It's just not the same, it's not really the same thing, like being face-to-face. They have a lot of head trash, again, around competing with free workouts on Instagram, YouTube. Plus they see, their competitors or other gyms in town now giving away free stuff. And they forget that coaching is very different from watching videos online, right? So watching a video is not the same as actually working with a coach. We're working with a coach, all those things that we talked about, right? Someone who assesses your needs, who designs a program specific for your goals and around your issues, who supports you with coaching technique, who looks at how you do it, who gives you feedback on what to think about, how to do it better, to be safe and to actually get the result, to hold you accountable, to cheerlead you on and say attaboy, and to hold your hand to help you get through it if it's a tough day for you to show up and get it done. Then ultimately the nutrition and other components, we help people with recovery and so on. And the community aspect, if you work in a group environment, the community, still having virtual community is just as valuable as having in-person community. So all these things are relevant to the value delivered and actually delivering value and drilling sessions and classes in an online environment. So number one, keys to delivering value. You want to, number one, understand your client's needs. And I give you the example, if you're working with more elite clientele who are experienced exercisers, like athletes who have been training for years, they're going to be heavy on valuing the programming. That's going to be a big piece of it. And then just some coaching techniques. So maybe reviewing their videos of, we have some people doing, for example, in remote coaching, is they give out the program for the week. They ask the athlete client to record the last set of every exercise and send them a video on their phone and through chat or whatever. And the coach responds to the workout, hey, great job today. Once they get the notes from the workout, reviews the videos and gives a few feedback points for technique or movement coaching. And that becomes a huge part of the value. For more entry-level clients who are inexperienced exercisers, who are not as confident in doing programming by themselves, the program is going to be very simple. They still assess people, making sure we're aware of their injuries and needs. And then what really becomes key is the accountability, the support. So actually getting on a session and actually being there with them to coach them through the movement. And we actually end up talking more in a virtual environment. So I encourage you to talk more. So you're setting up the camera, having them set up their camera to see what they're doing, to watch their movement, to coach them on their movement, and to help hold them accountable and help keep them good energy and motivated moving to get the session done. So again, understand the needs of your ideal client and package the value and focus on the value points that you know are going to be most relevant to the client you want to serve. Number two, focus on better serving them in a virtual environment. So looking at ways you can increase the value. Again, what is that for your clients? What are things that your clients really struggle with? Do they struggle with sleep? They struggle with nutrition. They struggle with learning how to relax. You know, can you add yoga? Can you add a class on sleep coaching? Can you send them a Whoop band and start teaching them about tracking HRV and create a team and watch their levels and do coaching on recovery? You know, what are the things that they need to work on? Where are they struggling? Where can we focus on helping them, giving them support, tools and coaching to deliver more value than would face-to-face? So what does that look like for your clients? And number three, remove barriers to receiving value. So for example, one of our clients in NPE, they work number of locations, predominantly clients in their 50s and 60s. And one of the big barriers to moving to remote coaching the last week has been really two barriers. One, with technology. So a lot of people in their 60s, you know, like my mom still has the older phone, like doesn't upgrade to the newest phone and isn't as comfortable with the technology. And even some people in their 70s, you know, still have like the flip phone, like from the Matrix or whatever. And, you know, it doesn't have a camera or screen that's as relevant to doing remote coaching. And what they're doing is now overcome the technology barrier. We were able to find on Amazon Prime, a 7-inch Fire tablet for $40, $39 really. And they're sending the 7-inch Fire tablet to their client with a little stand that's like $10. So $50, they're sending the client a tablet and a stand. And now the client has a really great piece of technology to have a camera, have a microphone, have a screen to be able to set that up and position that on the stand wherever they're, you know, doing their workout, or move it to the side when the coach is working with them. And they've got great communications. You know, we really want to set up good communication, good sound, good audio, good video to making sure we have that coaching feedback loop be well received. So if technology is a barrier for clients, that's one way you can overcome. The other thing we're seeing is we have another client of ours that has a big location, about 5,000 clients across 80 locations for personal training. And the clients are worth a few thousand a month to the business. So it's a very large company worth a lot of money to save these clients and save those revenue. And one of the biggest barriers is people, they use very specialized equipment and clients don't want to just train with body weight. They don't want to just do body weight or bands. And there's only so much they can help them with that programming. The clients really like equipment programming. So, you know, because a client is worth, they've done the math, a client's worth, you know, 3,000, 4,000 a year to the business. They're able to do a deal with Bowflex, and for $200 wholesale cost, they are shipping a Bowflex to the customer with the Fire tablet and with the stand. And now you sign up for personal training for $240. They're sending the customer entire Bowflex, a Fire tablet, and a stand. Now all of a sudden, I've removed all the barriers. I have some reasonable piece of equipment to do lots of movement with resistance, and I have a screen and a camera and a stand. There's no way that I can't see and engage and have the right pieces to make engagement. So again, what is the version of that for your business? Thinking about what are the barriers that your clients experience, or your avatar, your ideal client is experiencing to engage the value stream, and coming up with creative ways to remove those barriers, whether they pay for it themselves or you pay for it and send it to them, depending on, you know, what it's worth to your business and how you want to structure that. There's all kinds of ways you can do that. But having bundles of, you know, basic equipment, medium equipment, advanced equipment, so on, so they can pick and choose. Then you can help that determine the programming, the exercise selection that you deliver. So very, very helpful to consider that. Number one, define and really take a look at documenting your operations. So I encourage you, when you're pivoting to online operations, or you're starting online operations for the first time, you want to create an operational plan. And by the way, you should be doing this for face-to-face training as well. People just don't do it. They kind of wing it. But now they're going online. They think, oh yeah, I got to create a plan. So an operational plan really is just a Word document, right? That just says, this is how we start the session. This is how we conduct the session. These are the key points to deliver the session. And this is how we finish the session. And you just have a clarity of everything that needs to happen, of how the coach needs to set up, how the client needs to set up, how we check in throughout, and how we deliver the experience, how we finish the session off and help them, you know, have good closure and experience for the next session. Very, very important we document that plan. And not just the technology components, but really the communication style, the protocols, how we want them to feel, and how we engage them throughout the session. And really, the faster you're able to respond and take action on this, the better your business will seamlessly transition. And look, depending on your model, if you're doing group training, semi-private, private, and the type of client you work with, the type of programming that's important, you can design the session to deliver the best outcome for the client. And really, there are no limitations. This is about finding and looking at ways that you learn how to improve and evolve your session delivery over time. And by the way, I'll share with you two really important questions, which we're finding are very valuable to ask at the end of a virtual session, whether it be your first virtual session with a client or it's your fifth virtual session with a client. But two questions. Number one, finish the session. Great. Mrs. Jones, how is that intensity for you of the workout today? That's a really important question that you give clients the opportunity to share with you what they liked about the workout, how much they felt it was meeting their needs, or they had a dose response from the workout, and what is their perception around the workout. And number two question, great, thank you for that feedback. How can we make the workout better for you next time and better serve you? And ask that question. Be prepared for people to say, whatever they don't like. Don't be offended. Don't be upset. You want to capture feedback. You want to learn how they become better. When you can open up the door to have that transparency and open communication with your clients about what they liked, what they didn't like, where you can improve, and you keep rapidly improving your value every day, clients are just thrilled. And this is why people are sticking around. They're, telling friends and family and getting referrals and so on. And then if they say good things to those two questions, the third question I want you to ask is, great, would you mind sending me a quick email or text with what you loved about today's session and how you feel about working virtually and what you'd tell others about the benefits of working virtually with us? I really appreciate that to help inspire other people to engage training as well. And then start building these assets. We have clients that are now building a massive file of emails, texts, screenshots, and so on with what people are saying. They're using this in their marketing to now accelerate through the curve of acquiring new customers. And because it addresses the perception around, training online is not going to be that great. Well, all these other clients are saying they love it. Here's all the testimonials. Why don't you come check it out, right? So that is really important, those three questions, to help your marketing, to help your value creation for the client, and helping them to improve, to get more out of it every time. Okay. Next piece, technology. So there's lots of different technology platforms for video conferencing. YouTube Live. We got Facebook groups. We have, all kinds of different things that are important. What I recommend by far the best platform, and we've done a lot of tests across thousands of businesses here the last few weeks, is Zoom. And you can get a free Zoom account. Zoom is what we're on now. The benefit of this is it really opens up the screen to go. You get to see both people on the screen. You can have open video. You can have open audio for communication. If you're in a semi-private or group training session, you can have a gallery view. You get to see everybody on a little box, just like you would be in a group class. And having that community, having that communication open is by far the best client experience. When the other platforms are interesting, but they're only one way, you get to broadcast, but then you don't see anybody else, and you just get to maybe check some comments, but you got to be up there to read the comments, and you can't really deliver a session that way. So by far, Zoom, I think, is the best one. You can get a free account if you're doing under 40-minute sessions. If you pay $15 a month for a pro account, you can get unlimited time on the sessions and classes if you're doing hour sessions and so on. You can also record it. You can mute it. You can share your screen if you're going to do some teaching, like I'm doing on the slides today. You can share for teaching, nutrition, assessment, accountability sessions. Those are really the best for video conferencing. I also recommend just a couple other pieces here to think about your lighting. I'm actually not in great lighting here in this room, unfortunately. This is, just I need to get set up in this office. I'm in my friend's office in Australia a little bit better, but have good lighting so people can see you, see the environment. Have a good mic. I was able to go out and get a good microphone. I normally just travel my laptop, but I was able to pick up this Yeti mic the other day so you guys could hear me clearly on this webinar. So get good audio, have decent lighting in the environment, and have a good environment to deliver the session. On the programming technical side, there's lots of great software platforms like Trainerize, Trainer Metrics, Pro Trainer, True Coach, Wodify. lots of things you can use to actually deliver the programming, have a feedback loop. If you're doing every session with a client, this is less important because you'll be doing everything over Zoom and giving them the programming over Zoom and talking with them over Zoom. But if your training environment and your clients are going to have less face-to-face sessions and conversations and more programming, then some of these tools are a little bit better professionalism for delivering the programming. So you can check those out. Now, you want to prepare your clients for engaging in the session. So give them the tools, technology, like step-by-step guide. Tell them, how to download the app for Zoom, how to turn it on. Give them a list of any equipment they need to have in their facility or in their home or garage for programming. And making sure you assess what equipment they have access to, or what you can, give them options to order some equipment. The great news is you can order stuff with, the US, one click, Amazon here the next day, which is great. And really just give them the direction about the space they need, how to show up to get the best results. We want to encourage them how to prepare to get the most out of their session time with you. Now, if it's you delivering the session, great. If you have a trainer or trainers, coaches working for you, you want to have some protocols around delivering the session. So ensure they're in a quiet, well-lit space with plenty of space, at least 4 to 5 steps back from the camera is ideal. If they're using a phone, ideally put the phone in landscape mode. It's going to have a better view in most cases. You want to have programming set to the client in advance. Most people are sending the programming like the morning of, and they get on and they lead them through the session, or people do the programming themselves if that's the type of protocol they run. Consider some music. So having music to play in the background gives nice energy to the session. And also just make sure you bring positivity, bring energy, bring a fun environment to delivering the session. Just like we would face-to-face, we want to make sure we're doing that on camera, doing that on video. That really matters and is important. Now on the client side, make sure they're in a quiet, well-lit space. They have steps back from the camera. If they're using phone in landscape mode as well, so you or your coaches can see the client well. Ideally have a stand so they can move it around if you need them to move it around, so you can see them clearly. And then depending on if you're doing group or one-on-one, again, they have grid view in Zoom, which is really helpful and has kind of that social proof and accountability. We're all here together in our living rooms or spare bedrooms or garages or whatever it might be to do the workout. When everybody's in the same situation, so don't feel awkward about like being in a weird space. We generally tell the coaches, like, try to not have dogs and kids in the video if you can. Have them in the other room if you're able to. Not everybody's able to if you got a big open house, but it's okay. And sometimes if your clients have families, they'll understand. But try to create a right environment like you would for a work environment. You don't have to be in your facility or studio. If you are, great, but you don't have to be deliver the session. And generally in settings, you can have mute for group, and they have what's called a speaker setting. You can click to have the speaker be the main video on the screen. Now, I encourage you, your first session, I would encourage you, if you haven't done this yet, start a first session. Do a session, soon. You want to start kicking this off sooner than later. And let people know your first session won't be as smooth so address that directly and be prepared for Q&A, be prepared for people that struggle with technology and, difficulty the first time. And you might even do just a test session with them, just to kind of get everybody set up for success and get going. Let everyone get comfortable, explain how the session is going to run. Take attendance just like you would at a normal session or class, and make simple communication protocols. So sometimes people are muted and they don't want to talk because it's loud where they are or whatever, but just have some communication like thumbs up, thumbs down. And people can, do you get that? Right? Thumbs up, thumbs down is a simple way to do in a big group class with a gallery view. And there's different ways to do this. People are asking, like, what are the capacity on sessions? Should you do, if you're doing a group training environment or class environment? And I recommend the same coach to client ratio virtual as you would face-to-face. So it's like 20 clients and 2 coaches. I would do the same thing virtual, 20 clients and 2 coaches. I wouldn't change it. I would keep going with whatever is the way you deliver your sessions, your protocols today, and in a group environment or semi-private environment, so on. And by the way, if the coaches are in different environments, they're like, coach 1 is in their home and coach 2 is in their home across town. That's fine. We can be in different, they don't have to be in the same place. Just having people that can help support coaching and help support conversations and deliver the session together is very helpful, just like we would in a face-to-face gym environment. If it's appropriate, you can demonstrate exercise or have access to a video library of some exercises. You can record some quick videos of you doing movements to demonstrate movements. It's usually helpful for the first session or 2 to have the video reference so people can get a visual on what they need to do. But you don't have to be doing the workout with them. This isn't like, group, Zumba where you're doing it up at the front of the room. This is generally coaching, where you're just going to be here. You're going to be leading and coaching throughout the session. You don't have to be doing the workout with them. And give them cues based on their programming, provide technique reminders, give people breaks at normal intervals, just like you would in a live session. Wrap up and then communicate more in a virtual session is most important. Make sure you over communicate in the virtual environment. And again, these are some examples of people that have been doing this, in their basement, in their home, at their facility. It really doesn't matter. It's important that you just engage. And you'll find that your clients are tremendously appreciative of the fact that you're able to pivot, you're able to grow, you're able to step up because you care about serving them. This response that we've seen our facility owners and trainers getting from the clients they serve around the world has just been incredible. These are just a few small examples of that. Again, share you another story. This is one of our clients in Texas, Tracy Roth. She says, I've taught full 45-minute TRX classes, but this really sweet family wanted to work out with their oldest daughter who doesn't live with them. So I created an hour-long core workout for them. One of their daughters has a torn ACL. They were awesome and took their own pictures and videos so they could tag me in my business on Instagram. I charged them $50 for the session. In person would have been $75 for one-on-one training. I feel this was a great price considering as online was easy for them to put together. I've been charging $12 per person for my online TRX classes, which is the lowest price anyone pays a class in my studio, dropping $18 per class, and so on. So, but this is where you can, again, invite family members, other people that are out of town to join the session. This is one of our clients here in New South Wales. She's just been transitioning to online, and she says, big thank you to Sean and Rick, one of our team members here, for helping us get prepared for the worst. And today the news came out that we have to close from noon tomorrow in Australia, New South Wales. However, my studio girls are super excited for online because I've been setting them up for it in 2 to 3 weeks. We've only had one cancellation, just picked up 3 new clients. So thankful for the COVID-19 doc. It's something we prepared to help our clients work through this. And whilst I'm feeling a mix of feelings and had a big cry, I'm not completely in crisis mode. I've got a clear plan forwards. Here's a few reactions from my members around the close. How amazing. Thank you, NP. It's scary, but we have options. And you can see just tremendous feedback she's getting on social media from moving to virtual and supporting her community. And again, more examples of remote coaching being launched. And so some big growth questions for you are: what are the most important components supporting your ideal clients solving their problems or achieving their goals? And then also, what barriers are in the way of them receiving value? So thinking about the example I shared of communication and technology with a tablet or equipment, how can you remove barriers to them receiving more value and being in the value stream, even in a virtual environment? So great questions for you to think about to evolve the way you're working and serving people today. All right, now let's pivot and talk about once we have your head right, once we are really clear in operations and we are able to deliver a good session and good value to the people we serve, then we can think about getting more clients and signing people up. And whether it's transitioning existing clients or going after past clients, or just you're brand new, getting your first few clients. What does that look like to get going? Very important. The same kind of rules apply in marketing online virtual world as they apply in the offline world. And a lot of people think it's different. It's not, in terms of you want to be really clear who you want to serve as your customer. Don't think that, we try to talk to everybody because it's social media. The 80-year-old recovering from injuries, the 40-year-old working mom who wants to lose weight, the 25-year-old who wants to get ripped. Not everybody is your best customer. You don't have to speak to everybody, nor should you try to speak to everybody just because we're in the big pool of, Facebook or Instagram. You want to get really focused on who's the best customer. And don't be afraid that you can't choose. A lot of people are afraid that, I can't, I should really be talking to everybody, and they're trying to take advantage of every potential opportunity with serving someone in fitness, or don't think that I don't have enough clients, so how can I even say no to someone else, or say, and it's really not about saying no to other people. It's about getting clear about who are you most passionate about serving, and really building your marketing, your messaging, your energy around reaching more of those people. When you do that and you're passionate about that, you're going to enjoy going to work every day of the week, whether you have a lot of clients or little clients, because you're doing the work you love, working with people you love, and solving problems that you love working on. When you're clear on that, that's where you're going to get traction. You're going to be passionate about to pushing through the hard yards to grow a business, get it off the ground. So there's 4 main steps we talk about, and there's a couple nuances for virtual environment I'm going to talk about. But number 1, getting really clear on who is your best client. Number 2, getting clear on your message. Number 3, mastering your sales. components and system, and sales is really important, especially in a virtual environment. You have to learn how to sell because selling is what is leading people to commit to their goals and your programs. And that's really where the coaching begins. Then keeping lead generation very, very simple. So number one, defining your ideal client. We want to get clear of what the demographics are. So what's their age? What's their gender? What other characteristics define them? Are they stay-at-home moms, working moms, executives, business owners, seniors? Who is the clients you love to spend time with? You love working with these types of clients. Where do they live or work? And what else defines them? What are their goals? What are their challenges? How do they feel about those? We want to understand what are the issues that we're showing up to help serve and support them with. So number one, demographics. How old are they? Do you like working with clients in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s? Generally decades really define our lives in terms of different issues and concerns and problems and goals we're working towards in our life. Different ways we engage health and fitness, right? When we're 20s, maybe it's all about the six pack and looking good at the beach. We're in our 70s, we're just more interested in staying out of pain, staying active with the grandkids, right? And that's all okay. But who are those customers? What age, what gender? What else do we know about them? Are they, athletes, seniors, kids, busy professionals, stay-at-home moms? What else defines who they are? And then where do they live or work? Now, obviously, if you're working face-to-face with clients, it's going to be a small area. Most clients in a face-to-face world live about seven miles from the facility they train at regularly. But in an online world, that expands dramatically. However, you're still going to have some landscape. You're probably not going to be going after clients in, Africa and Antarctica and Poland, to start. You're going to have some kind of area you're going to be focused on and client you're going to be focused on and connecting and engaging with. And you want to be clear on where that is and what their issues are and how they speak about what's important to them. And this is really important, the psychographics. So again, what are their desires? What are the goals? What are their problems and challenges? How do they feel about those challenges? And knowing what success looks like to that client. Success looks like different things to different people. Knowing what that looks like for them and knowing what failure looks like is very, very important. So what we want to take time to understand, we call the psychographics. What are those common goals or problems? So they want to lose weight. They want to decrease pain. They want to move better, feel better, get off medication, improve performance, improve the quality of life, whatever it is for them. What does success look like? And how do they feel about that? Are they frustrated? Are they upset? Are they excited? Are they motivated? What is the primary driver around how they feel about the problems they're struggling with to achieve their goal? Knowing what success looks like. So fulfilling life, accomplished, becoming stronger, being able to play with their grandkids. Failure. They feel like they've let themselves down, unable to live life to their fullest. They're just, keep having to buy bigger clothes, they keep gaining weight, whatever it is. We want to understand their psychology. When we understand their psychology, then we can be effective in communicating with them. And we want to have a really clear picture of who is that client you want to work with so we can be specific in engaging them in our communication. And so think about who are you most excited to serve? If you're just starting out, what are types of clients you're inspired to maybe start working with? Doesn't mean you might pivot in the future, but who do you want to start working with? And if you've worked with some clients already, who's been your best client? What are your most favorite clients? What made them your most favorite clients? What defined them? And if, imagine that, think about that, get clear on documenting that in the process. And then I encourage you to get clear on your message. So taking what we know about your ideal client, get clear on a simple message that defines, I help so-and-so do this, right? So I help moms regain control of their bodies and build strength from the inside out. I help men and women improve their nutrition and fitness so they can lead their best lives. What is your simple value proposition statement, right? And this is something we have a lot of fun. We co-create these with our clients. We spend time working on these together and crafting them. And when you're really clear on your message, then that message becomes your bio and social media. It becomes the key part of all your communication. That when you speak, people ask you what you do. When you meet someone, when you're networking, when you're connecting, when you're writing copy, writing a social post, we have a very clear message to communicate of who we are, what we do, and how we serve the world that we work with. So again, we do this, we put these things in place, and then we master a sales system. And by the way, I'm going to be going just a few more minutes, and I'm going to open up for some Q&A. So if you can hang in here, I think you're going to get a lot out of the final pieces here to pull us together. So number 3, master the sales system. So many people get all focused on the marketing side of this, and it really is the beauty and the leverage comes from the sales, learning how to lead effective conversations with prospective clients. So I encourage you to learn how to sell, learning how to be confident, asking people for money, learning how to lead them effectively through a conversation to make a commitment to their goals and your programs, and ultimately sign up, give you their credit card, give you their wallet, write you a check, right? This is where the magic happens. It's actually your first moment of coaching a client is helping them make a commitment to their goals, because until they make a commitment to their goals and the journey required to achieve their goals, then nothing that we have to do and teach them is of any value back here. So we want to learn how to lead this conversation very effectively. These are the steps we teach, 7.5 step sales system process called auto closer. We've been teaching this since 2006, and really is number one about pre-qualification, making sure the people you speak with can A, afford you, B, make a buying decision. Those are the most important characteristics they have to be able to have to work with you. There's a script and tools we teach around how to ask those questions and pre-qualify correctly. Then number one, build rapport. How can you help them relax, feel comfortable, engage, communication with you, feel relaxed? You know, when they first show up to talk to you for the first time, whether it's face-to-face or we're doing a virtual consult like this via Zoom, which is what we teach, then how do we help people relax? How do we help people, have fun and know, like, and trust us in the first few minutes of a conversation? Number two, discovery. Learn how to ask good questions that help them be clear on their goals, their needs, why they're important to them, and where really we can provide the most value as a coach to them and best serve them as a coach. Then we help them understand their needs and problems, what they are. That's really important. Without needs, there's really no value to the solution. So we want to help them understand what their needs are. And you understand their needs very clearly as a coach because you work with clients all day. But clients don't really understand what their needs are. And this is an education process to help them understand that. And then we get to present the solution. We get to, teach a very simple slide deck here to fill in, to, put your own logo on or colors, but really a presentation that clearly communicates what you do, how you help people get from point A to point B. Closing is very simple. We teach what's called alternate choice close, which is really just asking someone, based on what you said, Mrs. Jones, and your goals of wanting to do X, I'm going to recommend either the, package one or package number two, with package number one being a little bit of value for the full commitment up front. Which one's best for you, right? Really, we just teach, door number one, door number two, which one's best for you. That's very simple close. It's not something you do to someone. It's an opportunity you give them. And then lastly, if we did something incorrectly in communication, then we want to have a process for how to do objection handling, how to lead effective conversations. There's a 5-step process we teach for objection handling. When you do that, you're able to effectively lead the conversation every time. And this is what is really the first coaching conversation you're ever going to have. It's what's going to make you a better coach, a better salesperson, a better leader, is how to lead effective conversations. When you're able to do this, you're able to direct someone and they're going to sign up, and then you're off to the races. And when you know how to sign someone up, and you've learned how to price and package your program, which is also something we help you establish, and we have tools to take you through to do that. We help people do it every day. Then we keep lead generation very, very simple. Just be clear on, the fish. I like to say it's like fishing. You got to be clear on the fish you want to catch, the bait you use, your offer, your fishing rod, or strategy to connect and engage the market, and then really where you're going to go fishing. And when you're really clear on those things, we can go to work and we can make things happen very, very quickly. Again, these are just some examples of clients who are doing this in Singapore, in Texas, in California. You apply these things, and this is what we've seen people even just doing the past 10 days, applying these systems, and now they're signing up clients really every day and building their virtual income, building their virtual training client base, and their virtual location really with clients in it. So apply this stuff, and this is where you can see this go. So some big growth questions for you to consider is, number one, what types of clients do you most love working with? Who do you really passionate about serving? What problems do you love solving? Is it fat loss? Is it muscle gain? Is it sports performance? Is it mobility? What is it you love helping people figure out? And who do you love working with? Number one. Number two, what language best speaks to your market's goals, desires, and explains the value it delivers? So having really clear message of your value proposition is really important. What do you help people do, and what's the value they get? Number three, you have to learn a process and a communication system to lead a prospective client to fully commit to their goals. This is selling at the end of the day. If you want to have a business, if you want to have a client, you have to learn how to sell. You can't be scared. You can't, not have confidence. And I would say this from someone who I started out, I was not confident selling. I was not confident asking people for money. I began my career, all those things. I learn how to communicate effectively. And I got inspired and engaged with not worried about my insecurities about all those things, but really focused on best serving the person in front of me and helping them solve their problem, achieve their goal. And if you focus on serving the person in front of you and take your own insecurities and issues off the table, it's amazing what you can accomplish and how valued and appreciative people are of the work that you do. And then lastly, when you do all those three things, it's pretty easy and simple to get clear on where to find and get in front of the more clients that you want to work with, which is really just about simple lead generation strategies and sources. And this is the part, like everybody thinks this part is the hardest part, the marketing. It's actually really easy when you've done 1, 2, and 3. 4 is like a piece of cake. So that's how this all comes together. So lastly, I'm going to summarize a few things, and I have some special really announcement here today I'm excited to make and share with you guys. So number one, there's never been a better time to get started as a personal trainer. I hope I've inspired you to engage, to get excited, and really get to work. You need to get to work right now to capitalize on the tremendous opportunities in front of you right now. There's just tremendous opportunity given what's happening in the market, and you should take action now to start your career, to learn how to work with clients virtually, to launch a virtual training business. This is going to forever strengthen your business model if you're in the fitness industry forever. Number two, delivering value to clients online or offline is all about understanding their needs. And when you understand the client's needs and goals and problems and challenges, you can focus on removing barriers to helping them receive more value. And that's what we want to do. We want to help people receive more value. And then learning how to train clients online and how to coach clients online is going to make you a better coach. Whether you're working face-to-face or you're working, over Zoom, it's going to make you and force you to become a better coach, a better, master of your craft. And I want to inspire you to commit to that journey, to develop your skill sets, to grow in new ways. It's fun. It's going to be exciting. You're going to see the difference and impact you're going to make when you start to apply the things we're talking about here today. And number three, to find and sign up your first 3 to 5 clients, focus on learning how to inspire and lead commitment to goals. This is the most important thing, and a lot of people get this wrong and have misunderstanding. I just had a call, earlier today with someone saying, they're reaching out to people, well, would you be interested in maybe trying virtual training? And that's not really inspiring conversation, right? We want to have confident, engaging conversations to uncover what someone's needs are and lead them to make a commitment to engage the journey to become the person they want to become the better version of themselves. And we can learn how to lead those conversations, and you're clear about who you want to work with and how you help them solve their problems, achieve their goals. You're going to have more business than you can handle and take off on the growth curve that's in front of us today. So all that being said, I hope I've inspired you, if you have an existing business, to transition to virtual. If you're just starting out, I hope I've inspired you to start a new career and begin your journey following your passion in fitness, whatever your model, wherever, state or city or part of the world you live in. The things I'm sharing today apply to you. And we've worked with, now 45,000 fitness professionals, business owners in 96 countries, refining these processes and systems and tools. And a special announcement today that I have is we are just launching a new course at NPE called NPE Kickstart. And it's specific for anybody who's just starting out and wants to learn how to sign up their first 3 to 5 clients. Or if you even have a bigger business and you just want to see what we do and learn how to apply some of the things we're talking about, get access to our systems and tools. We have the NP Kickstart program. It's launching today across our company. Very excited about this. And you can check it out and get access and register now at npekickstart.com. And I'll put the link in the chat. I'm going to tell you about why this might be very exciting for you to sign up and join the program because we're going to be delivering this live. I'm going to be delivering some classes live to help you personally get started transitioning to online, learning how to deliver sessions online or offline, and really signing up your first client. So this is at npkickstart.com. So let me tell a little more about this course. This exists because there's too many newly certified professionals that don't know where to start or what to do to find and sign up new clients. And we want to lead you guys to learn how to find and sign up new clients. People are scared to ask for money, and they often just way undercharge for their services, especially in the virtual world right now. People are just dropping their price. They're giving stuff away. They just don't know what to do. And you need to protect your price, protect the value, and really increase the value that you deliver to clients right now and charge more. Don't charge less. or charge at least the same. And we'll tell you how to do that, tell you how to price and package your programs. And while education is important, certification is important, I would encourage you, if you're serious about your career, don't just chase getting more certs. Make sure you create space to invest in business systems, tools, and the coaching that you need to succeed when it comes to actually signing up clients and actually making money. That's what's going to let you start your career, grow your career, go full time, build your facility, client base, whatever it is that you want to do, given the stage of business you're in. So again, you can register at npekickstart.com. So what does success look like with the program? Well, we'll teach you how to first sign up your first 3 to 5 paying clients, gain experience and confidence helping people get results, and really start a new career following your fitness passion. And that's what we want to help you do. Follow your passion, do what you want to do. This is what we call our level 1 program. The goal is to sign up your first clients. It's a 12-week course. We deliver online and we ship things to you. And these are the modules we go through. It's actually 7 modules of how to set yourself up for success, clients you want to work with, really getting clear on that, choosing your business model, knowing, inspiring your commitment, learning how to sell and lead effective conversations, really how to price and package your services, how to find and sign up new clients. What are the marketing aspects you need to follow to sign new clients up, and go step by step to doing so and applying that quickly right now. What do you need to do to document and celebrate client success? How do you start documenting that social proof of client testimonials, client results, building your portfolio of client success, whether online or offline? What does that look like? And ultimately, the keys to continued growth in your career. So again, it's 7 modules, 31 units that we coach you through with the Kickstart program. And again, this is at npkickstart.com. So this is, we do really call agile learning, 4 main components the way we teach programs. We have web-based e-learning. You can watch videos, listen to MP3 recordings, read transcripts on desktop, mobile. We actually ship you course materials for a deeper, richer learning experience, online and offline, to accelerate your success. We have a community of thousands of fitness professionals, and we have a specific Facebook group for people in the course where we answer questions. We have moderators in there helping people throughout the day, every day. And we have expert coaching on demand. We have multiple calls every week, live Q&A calls where we actually have a small group format. We get on, do Q&A, answer questions, and help you get started to apply the things we're talking about. Again, this is at npekickstart.com. So here's a brief summary of the course for those who are interested in checking this out. It's an online training program. Again, 7 modules, 31 units, tools, templates, and more. We have 12 weeks of live Q&A calls. We have 2 calls every week. You can attend any of them, any or all of them. If you can't attend, they're recorded and posted. You can watch them, listen back to them the next day. And we have an active community of Facebook professionals from around the world. So generally, this course is going to sell for $1,000 because people really need this right now in this time we're in. We're doing at the launch. We've decided to go half price on the price of the course. You can get it for $4.99 paid in full today, or you can break it into 2 payments. To check it out, npkickstart.com. If you'd like to register today and be part of the launch of the program and save on the launch of the program. We're going to guarantee the course for 90 days with our 90-day business challenge. So you can go through the course, complete it 90 days, complete the exam and pass the exam for the course. If you attend at least 1 call a week, if you post in the Facebook group and ask for help when you need it, and implement the core systems, and you can honestly say at the end of 90 days, you didn't improve your business and get the value from the program, then you can get a 100% refund on the program. So we're going to guarantee the program and guarantee results of the program over the next 90 days. All you got to do is show up and do your part, do the work, apply it, and you're going to get results with the program. So again, this is generally going to be a $1,000 course. We're going to sell it right now for $4.99 paid in full, 1 payment. Or if you want to split into 2 payments, you can do that as well. And that's at npekickstart.com. So a special bonus, because we have a lot of people, some people that are here, I'm sure stage 3, 4, 5 businesses that have, clients they need to transition quickly to online training now and want to have some support in how we do that. A special bonus, if you register today, I will do a special live Q&A call on Friday. And you can get access to that call with me. I will answer your questions one-on-one. We can see each other on a screen. We can talk, and I will help you work through this stuff to get your business in a good state right now. If you already have existing business, how to transition your clients to online training immediately and give you the steps and learnings on that. Or if you're brand new, I'll help you with the things you need to do to get started moving this direction so you can be ready quickly to take advantage of the opportunity in front of you. Again, This is all part of the bonus. If you buy today, you will get access to that call on Friday with me, live Q&A. So again, you can register at npkickstart.com. And again, half price today with our launch at $4.99 or 2 payments if you'd like to do so. And if you have questions in the course, you can also click and schedule a call with our team. We have very limited spots available. Our team is like slammed right now because so many people are reaching out for help in the wake of the transitions we're going right now. But you can register. I encourage you. Look, the program is guaranteed. You do the work, you're going to get the results. If you don't, 100% money back guarantee in the course. And very excited to support you with getting results from the program. So again, check it out, npkickstart.com. And I'm also happy to open up for some Q&A. So I want to just share this with you because I know some people have to go. I've been seeing the chat here, and I want to let you know what's available to you today. I invite you to be part of it. Again, register today, half price, get access to the bonuses at the call with me Friday, and we guarantee the course 100%. So I encourage you to check that out. And if you have questions on the stuff we covered today or anything we've talked about with launching online training, making money, or training clients online, enter your questions in the Q&A. I will answer some questions now and help answer some of the discussion here. Okay, we've got 54 questions. So that's a lot of questions. Hold on one second. Let me just pull this up here so I can see all the Q&A. All right. So by the way, thank you for everybody that's saying you enjoyed the webinar. You got great insight out of it. I'm very glad you're able to get this information, and hopefully it's very helpful to you. Look, I know our industry needs this now more than ever, and we're here to serve. We want to help you guys grow through this and help you, reach new heights like we're seeing many of our clients do right now that are taking quick action with the stuff we're talking about. So, okay, to answer some of these questions, and it looks like Jessica says, for new personal trainers just starting, how do we create a business from scratch? I was hoping to start off in a gym before going my own, but now it seems like it's not an option. Yeah, so that's all part of what we're talking about, how to start your business. And really, it gets down to those 3 components we talked about at the beginning, which is really getting clear on your business strategy. So business strategy is really the who you want to serve, what type of model you want to build. Do you want to do group, semi-private, private, and whether it's online or offline. You can do online group, you can do online semi-private, whatever it is you want to do. You want to get clear on your model, your pricing, your packaging, all the things we want to do to set up your strategy for success. So strategy is number 1. Learning how to deliver value to the client, actually deliver a session, and creating your session operational plan, the tools, technology to deliver a great session, deliver good value to the customer is number 2. And then 3 is the systems to acquire customers. And so we'll help you learn how to apply those steps of getting clear on your best customer, getting clear on your message or value proposition, learning how to sell and be confident asking for money, and how to price and package your services. And then lastly, where to go find the clients. And all that's going to be dependent upon those previous answers for your business strategy and so on. So those are the steps of how we do it. And we've helped thousands of businesses go from startup mode to off the ground. So very confident help people work through that, even in this climate. And the same rules apply. So hopefully it's helpful to you, Jessica. And looks like I got a couple of follow-up questions here. Sydney asked, for Kickstart, what if the calls happen when you're not available? Cannot participate to show you've done the work. Yeah. So if you're, all you got to do is watch the recordings, complete them. We can, you mark complete, and you got to test out at the end of the course. And that's what it's all about for our guarantee. So, but look, please be one of those people who, if you take this seriously. We guarantee our course, but I also ask you to show up in a way like a good student and good client who engages the program. Don't think I'm just how can I, get out of this thing and get the guarantee? Like, if that's your mindset, I don't want to work with you, right? Like, I've got enough people to help who really want to work. But if you're serious about wanting to build a business, and regardless of any limitations, if you got another job, you need to watch this at night, you need to watch it in the morning, whatever you need to do, you can attend live calls. We're going to help you, and we're going to help you be successful, and I'm excited to work with you. So I want to be really clear on that. This is my passion. This is what my team and I do. We're here to help people that are serious about wanting to build a business and are ready to make that commitment to their journey. If that's you, sign up. I love to work with you. We're going to make this thing happen and rock out. And we will 100% guarantee you follow the stipulations, you do the work, you're going to get the guarantee on the program. All right. Other questions we got here. Will we talk to insurance requirements? Yes, we will absolutely talk about insurance requirements. It varies a little bit given your model and some of the things that you live in, but we will happy to direct you. We have insurance companies we work with, happy to answer questions on insurance and direct you to a good insurance provider. NASM is a great insurance company to work with as well. So there's lots of great insurance support for you and help you with that. Okay. Other questions. I would love some tips on how to price sessions, especially in this time. I'm not sure how to start pricing. Well, so pricing, again, depends a little bit on your model. If you're doing group, semi-private, or private. If you're doing group, generally the same price for group online is the same price for group offline. So the pricing model doesn't change. If you're doing online, it really depends a little bit on the protocol of how you want to work with your clients. Are you going to actually be delivering sessions? Are they the type of client who needs you there every session? You're going to get on camera, you're going to coach them through every single session, or are working with an avatar that you're going to do a session with them more like once a month, check-in, on a call, and every week you're going to send them a program, you're just going to support them via email and text. So we want to do. We have what's called a online pricing patching calculator for online training. And actually what we do is have you look at what is the fair market rate for your time per hour, and based on what you would charge in an offline setting as a trainer or a typical market you want to work with in training. And then we have you go through and based on the avatar, look at what the deliverables are. So how much time you're going to be spending, writing programming, responding to questions, doing a session, doing a call, and then we spit out your menu and your calculator for what you should charge and what your menu should look like. So there's a few things we do to determine this, but that's the kind of the logic behind how we do it and how it can vary given your model and given the type of avatar and the type of deliverables you're going to offer in your programming. So, but we'll help you get that right for your business and get that right for your people, set that up for success. So other questions here. Shaylin says, should those of us who work for a gym be concerned about conflict of interest by training online? How do you work around training a gym with a non-compete training online? My gym is closed for now, but I don't want to get in trouble for training clients online. Well, that's a great question. And, I guess that depends a little bit by the individual, how that looks. Most cases, the gyms that are closing, they're not paying their employees, and employees need to work. And I don't think anyone's going to fault you for, offering support and trying to, pay your bills. So some of those gyms aren't going to reopen. So this a little bit depends on your situation. We want you to be above board and, respect to relationships that you have and all those things. And maybe that's something, Shaylin, we can just kind of talk through and coach you through a little bit specifically. But, I think you've got to, and regardless of if you don't, you can, what most gyms have non-compete is you're not going to take those clients. Right. So, and maybe that's the case. If they are going to reopen, you don't target those clients in terms of reaching out, but you can just apply online training and talk with, new prospective clients, and let people know you're available and, let people come to you. So those are some of the things that I think that are important to consider, and happy to talk to that with you a little further and support you with navigating that. So you feel good about, the ethics and morals and liability and professionalism, which you handle yourself in your career. Okay, Ron asks, how do you collect payment? Do you have an online payment account setup system? Yep, Ron, there's tons of systems to collect payment. Look, if you're really just starting out, I mean, you can keep it as simple as like Venmo, and PayPal, and keep it really easy. And as you get going, and if you have once you have, a few more clients, there's multiple systems and things we recommend for scheduling and billing and all kinds of things to manage your business as you get spun up. But really keep it very simple in the beginning is my recommendation if you're newly certified and just getting your first few clients. Aisha says, what would you recommend as a good CRM or online software for tracking client progress, follow-ups, new prospects, et cetera? So Aisha, there's kind of multiple systems, one for like sales and marketing, one for like tracking, scheduling and billing, one for tracking like client metrics and programming and such. So some of this depends on what is your vision for your business and kind of where you're at. But we have several different systems we recommend in all those areas. Given if you're brand new or if you've got an established business, that will depend a little bit. But just real quick, so some of the for sales and marketing, we have a system we recommend called Rainmaker. For programming, there's lots of systems like TrueCoach, Wodify, Trainermetrics, Trainerize, and so on. For billing, some of those do billing, some don't. For billing and scheduling, we have people using Wellness Living, MindBody, Zen Planner, all those types of things, and we're happy to answer more questions. Again, some of this varies a little bit depending on what your needs are and where you're at. My recommendation, people get really caught up in the technology and it really becomes a big barrier. If you're just starting out, keep it very, very simple. You don't need much of anything really to get started. Venmo, you're good to collect payment, and a phone, and your computer or tablet, you're really good to rock and roll. So keep it simple. Where I think a lot of people get stuck, and this may or may not be you, I just share this with everybody, is people overinvest in technology and overcomplicate their business when they don't have clients and revenue yet. So keep it really simple to get started, and we can direct you to the right systems over time as you get going. Okay. Monica says, how much more capital would I have to invest? Equipment, online training, platform fees, Mike's camera, also with space closes and the weather being a factor here in Chicago. Location development is an issue as well. So what I recommend is keep it as simple as possible. We have literally people on day one, like on a phone in the spare bedroom, rock and roll, right? And I think it's the key is you've got started, and people are generous and forgiving, like you're at least doing something other when no one's doing anything, and you show up to serve, but then you can reinvest in your business over time. And there's not really much you need. You can keep it really simple with a big upgrade is like a ring light and a little bit better microphone, and then you're good to deliver online training. And the space you need, it just really needs to be, it can be a spare bedroom, it can be a garage. It just needs to be kind of a clean and reasonable, uncluttered environment, and look and feel like a place that's safe to work out, are the things that matter. Don't worry about being in a studio or, beautiful space. That's nice to have. That's not a must have. Focus on best serving the client, and not about, don't worry about how pretty it looks. Focus on delivering results to the client when you're getting started. You can make it look pretty later. And I know like a lot of us, want to feel confident in the space we're in and professionalism, which we're representing ourselves in our business. But really you can keep it simple to just get started and just make it better over time would be my recommendation. Okay. Other questions, I'll answer a few more. And by the way, if you haven't already, you can check out npkickstart.com. We will leave that open today. And today you can get in for half price, to pay if you want to, 100% guarantee with a 90-day business challenge. And I would love to get you guys booked in so I can jump right into this with you, coaching you on Friday. If you can attend a live call. If not, we'll have the recording up, and you can even post questions in the Facebook group. If you can't make a live call, answer them for you. But I'd love to help you guys get going like immediately so we can get action and help you get started, because now is the time. Every day that you move forward right now, you're going to accelerate quickly, while other businesses are just trying to still figure out what happened. So speed is really important. And if those of you that are serious about wanting to grow, want to get your business moving in the right direction, I know it's a scary time to invest in yourself and spend money, and you're worried about your career, if you've been around for a while. I'll tell you now more than ever, the best investment you can make is in yourself and in your own skill sets and tools and systems that you can learn to deliver more value to the market than other providers quickly. When you can do that, you're going to be more powerful, and you're going to be more skilled to direct your future success. And there's just so much opportunity right now with demand for, outlet for people to engage and are excited to work remotely. I mean, give the example of my mom, who never would have worked with a remote coach ever in her life. And the other day she hung up on her son and grandson to go work with her virtual, Pilates and yoga instructor in class. It's a unique time in the market to take advantage of these opportunities, because people are in isolation. They're losing their minds and they want to engage. So love to have you sign up and work with us, and look forward to coaching you if that's something that you're excited to participate in with us. Again, npkickstart.com. Okay, some more questions. I will handle just a couple more, and then I'm going to have to go. It says, Nicholas, it seems for like every one person who's actually searching for training options during this time, there are 10 people shaming trainers for exploiting our current situation for process. How do you tiptoe around this issue, especially when so many trainers are offering free live sessions? Yeah, I mean, this is a great question. So number one, the free stuff, again, don't worry about the Instagram and YouTube videos. Focus on, number one, the client you most want to work with, not everybody. Number two, focus on the coaching, what it is to mean, what coaching is versus watching YouTube videos, right? YouTube videos is not coaching. Coaching is assessment, program design, exercise selection, coaching technique, movement, keeping people safe. It is accountability, support, getting it done, getting your best with getting it done, nutrition, recovery, all those things that we help people, get the value stream, and to powerfully lead them to achieve their goals and solve their problems, is what the power in coaching is. And now more than ever, people need coaching because there's just so much noise and crap out there that they need a coach. They want a guide. They want you to help them become, the hero of their own journey and transform to become the person they want to become. So I think now's a better time than ever to show up with that message and that support. And I wouldn't be bashful. I don't think you need to tiptoe around anything. I don't think you're exploiting people. I think you're speaking to people that are at home, that are isolated, that are wanting help to engage. And we're seeing in our community is, people that are even people that lost their jobs are like canceling, things in their life, but not canceling their, relationship with their coach, their fitness coach and their fitness community, because that is such an anchor that like, I can stop, going out to dinner. I can stop drinking wine. I can stop, doing a lot of things, but I'm not going to cut off an anchor in my life that helps me with my mental health, my physical health, well-being, and going to help support me become the best version of myself I can be during this time that I need to grow, and I need to be at my best to make important decisions to advance my career and my life, and be there for people that depend on me. So, again, there's tremendous power, and that's the power of the work we do. It's so meaningful work. Makes such a difference in people's lives that we're like, on the top of list of things they will never cut, because it's meaningful to them, and they know it makes them better. So believe in yourself, and confidently just take one step at a time forward. And also making sure, like I talked about, when you deliver a virtual session, ask for that feedback. Was the session, how's the intensity today? What can I do to make the session better? If they say they liked all that good stuff, would you mind writing me an email or text with what you best liked about the session? Hopefully inspire the people that work with me virtually too, because I want them to engage and get results like you. And then build that social proof and just share that. It's not you telling people, it's other people telling other people about the value they got from what the work you're doing. So that's important to create that feedback loop and build social proof that builds context and confidence in what you do. Hopefully it's helpful, and hopefully, you're inspired to confidently lead yourself through this. Okay. Guys, I got to get running. Thank you for being here with me today. Thank you for all the wonderful questions. We have many people still on the webinar live right now. So I hope you got a ton out of this. If you have more questions, again, you can check out npkickstart.com, sign up today to get the discount and payment plan and guarantee, and be in the bonus call with you Friday. If you have questions about it that I didn't answer, there's a link to schedule a call and speak with our team, and they're going to fill up quickly because there's a lot of people that want to work with us right now because they need help, but we're excited to support you and hopefully continue to work with you now or in the future, and see you on a future call. So I hope you guys got a ton of this. Stay strong out there, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep doing the work you do, because this is, people need you now more than ever. Your clients need you most, and the world needs you most, the work you do. So hang in there, guys. Be well, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.